What's going on, everybody? C4 here today, bringing you what may be the penultimate realistic rebuild here on Beast Mode TV, and that is the Denver Broncos. It's been requested for quite some time. Again, we're getting into the fringe teams that don't really need rebuilds, but it's still, I mean, you can work with something, especially with Denver. The defense is pretty much set. Almost win now, because I think the guys like Aqib Talib are not getting any younger. That's really guy like TJ Ward, I guess, in safety. But this is pretty much an all-out rebuild on the offensive side of the ball. Who are we going to go with quarterback? Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch, or someone else? Let's see if we can get some trade value here from Trevor Siemian. Most notably, I have traded Tom Brady in the past. People love to watch the Tom Brady trade. But yeah, let's just go through the roster here real quick of guys we're going to trade. And I'm going to kind of talk about the rebuilds and the future rebuilds here on Beast Mode TV. So I've talked about it a couple times in the live stream. Essentially, today is the Denver Broncos. Next week is the Arizona Cardinals, and that is going to be it for rebuilds. Now, before you get your panties all in a bunch, it's not going to be the final rebuild you'll see here in Madden 17 season, but it's the final rebuild of a team that you've seen or have yet to see, I guess. There's no more new teams. Basically, I'm not doing any other team in the NFC East. The Cowboys are off. They don't even need a rebuild. Giants, fuck the Giants. Redskins, fuck the Redskins. If you're a fan of either one of those teams, I mean, you already know I give you guys shit. And unfortunately, I just don't have it in my heart or patience right now where I'm getting a little bit bored with the rebuilds because I've already used all the prospects I realistically want to use. You go fuck yourself. I'm not going to rebuild the Philadelphia Eagles because that's pretty much my Eagles Connected franchise mode. And then the Steelers, the Packers, the Falcons, and the Seahawks are the teams that just I don't think need a rebuild right now whatsoever. With the Steelers, pretty much best offense and a young and improving defense. The Packers, second best offense, debatably, and still some young guys on defense. Seahawks, pretty much get them an offensive line, and then you're good to go. And with the Atlanta Falcons, obviously very overpowered as it is. So a lot of those teams, they're more deconstructions than they would be rebuilds. Me just taking away players and, kind of hurting them for the style that I like to do my videos. So unfortunately, I mean, what the fuck? If you're upset I didn't get to do one of those teams, I think you'll get over it when the next year's football season starts and you guys are favorites to go deep into the playoffs. It's a compliment, So, even we're pushing it here the last couple videos, like the Texas Broncos, all these guys are pretty much a piece or two away from winning. We're stretching it thin here a little bit, but I do want to do the Broncos, and then next week will be the finale, I guess you could say, with the Arizona Cardinals. Obviously, we're, with Larry Fitzgerald and Carson Palmer. There's some stuff we can work around there. That being said, after next week's episode, I will release a straw poll where I'll be revisiting the top 3 most requested rebuilds that I have failed upon in the past. I will do those 3 rebuilds, and that will be it for the rebuilds here on Beast Mode TV in 2017. Well, Madden 17, if you will, as we will be looking forward to breaking into that in Madden 18 as we continue the dominance here on realistic rebuilds. I think we're close to 1 million total views this year, so thank you guys all for your love and support watching this. There's a couple of haters, but most people seem to enjoy me using the realistic draft prospects, playing the game, not just making this a full-out sim, and not getting Khalil Mack every video. So thank you guys for enjoying these, because for the most part, I've enjoyed making them for you. So they will be making a strong comeback, a hard comeback in Madden 18. So here we go. For year number 1 with the Denver Broncos, setting up our team. Not that bad. I think, Matt Paradis at center. Offensive line is certainly a work in progress. I'd say that's why the Broncos was kind of more so. They're a team that doesn't really need a rebuild, but, there's uncertainty at quarterback. Wide receivers are getting old. Secondary is getting a little bit older, so it can't be super long. This is a 5-year rebuild. Some of these guys are going to take big-time downgrades, so it's almost like the window for us to win is very, very soon. And we kind of right now, I don't know if we have the quarterback. I don't know if we have the answer at the quarterback spot in Siemian or Paxton Lynch on the roster right now. Do we have to go and draft a guy? You can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title if we did or not, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're staying right in here, right in the now. So let's see what we can do here in year number 1, sitting to the mid-season point with Trevor Siemian at the helm. We are sitting at a beautiful 2-6 record, bottom dwellers here in the AFC West. What can we do? What are the stats? Obviously this is a Trevor Siemian experience. I think we should ride out with him for the rest of the season unless his stats are horrendous. 2,000 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, 3 picks. That's efficient football right there for Trevor Siemian, the quarterback at Northwestern. So I think he's earned enough to start and finish out this season, and we can see where we can go from there. C.J. Henderson, 524 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defensive side of the ball, 41 receptions, 476, and 5 from Demarius. Even tight end, actually. Now look at this. Jeff Hooverman, our top tight end. We could probably look at upgrading the tight end position. Emmanuel Sanders, 425 and 2. Marlon Brown, 417 and 2. And CJ Anderson, 300 almost. Brandon Marshall, Mr. I Take a Knee, leading the team with 65 total tackles. Von Miller, step it up. 99 overall, only 3.5 sacks at the halfway point of year number 1. I expected much more from Four Eyes than what I'm getting. He may be spending too much time on his chicken farm and less time in the backfield, bringing down the quarterback. Chris Harris leading the team with 3 interceptions, which is very, very acceptable for him. So let's re-sign Paradis here. Great young center. We got Todd Davis, depth for middle linebacker, running that 3-4. So we need our 2 middle linebackers to be efficient tacklers, and then $107 million for Von Miller. You can't let Von Miller walk. But I mean, if we would have waited to the end of the offseason, maybe we could have brought him back for a little bit cheaper. 2-14, we just paid a guy $107 million on the defensive side of the ball, which is outrageous. He better have at least double-digit sacks, bare minimum. So 2-14, nothing went right. Our offense was terrible, worse in the division. Defense was not great at all, worse in the division. We're just bottom dwellers. We're just pieces of shit right now here in Denver. We didn't really trade that much either. I guarantee people thought, oh, you trade Talib right away on the defense side of the ball. Nah, we're holding on to him, bruh. So, at the end of year number 1, Trevor Siemian, just shy of 3,600 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. So, I mean, that is not... I think we're going to go with Paxton Lynch, or we're going to draft a quarterback. Not exactly sure what we're going to do, but I think we have the first overall pick. Well, I'm not exactly sure if we're going to draft that, or maybe we'll trade down, see what we can do. CJ Anderson, just shy of 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Booker had 7 touchdowns. So the running game was very poor. I think it's just a reflection of our offensive line here at the moment. Emmanuel Sanders, 72 receptions, 825 yards, 2 touchdowns. Demaryius Thomas, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Marlon Brown, Mr. Marlon Brown coming out of nowhere, 800 yards and 2 touchdowns. Outside of that, not a lot of production from the tight end. 450 yards for CJ Anderson is no slouch, bringing him over like about 1,200 total yards. But that's, could be better. Brandon Marshall leading the team with 145 tackles, 102 from Von Miller, only 5 sacks from our $100 million man. Very disappointing. Vance Walker, a guy who's getting up there in age, we're probably going to let walk during free agency. 11 sacks leading the team. TJ Ward, 3 picks. Chris Harris, 3 picks. Talib, 2 picks. Take 1 pick off there. The Kansas graduate. Let's take a quick look here at the year-end awards, even though I don't think we have a single soul that'll make it. Tom Brady got himself an MVP award, where Griffin Murphy, a.k.a. Fake Belichick, wins the Coach of the Year. All right, no one for Offensive Player of the Year. We probably have no one here for Defensive Player of the Year. We have no one here for, look at that, Dante Booker coming at number 6 with his 7 rushing touchdowns for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we had no one. QB went to Brady. No one. Running back went to Le'Veon. And no one. Wide receiver went to Julian Edelman, and we definitely had no one there. Offensive lineman, maybe Paradis, probably not. Nope. Defensive lineman, and Vance Walker, the guy that we're just straight up letting the fucking 30-some-year-old 76 got on there. Maybe we should look at re-signing him. Very interesting. Something to think about for sure. So, yeah, we were pretty much a shit show here. So, in the playoffs in year number 1, the Oakland Raiders fell defeat to the Kansas City Chiefs, even rubbing salt in the wounds that 2 teams from our own division got to the championship as the Vikings beat the Cowboys, which means there is still some hope in the world that this won't be a terrible playoff run. And then Big Red Andy Reid and Benny Logan, I don't think he's on the roster right now, but he's now with Kansas City Chiefs, win themselves the Super Bowl over the Minnesota Vikings. So in free agency in year number 1, where are we going to go? Who's good? Who's looking good? What that smell like? All right. Well, we got some guys that can separate the field here. Taylor Gabriel, Philly Brown. I don't know. I think we're all right. Wide receiver. Tight end. I think I want to draft a tight end. Offensive line. I mean, Zeitler's there, but he's 27. We're probably a year or 2 away from winning. That means he's going to be on the wrong side of 30. And then the fucking bit. Oh, God damn it. All right, the Dolphins are way in on him. We do need a nose tackle, but there's no real Bruce Gaston here. See if we can lowball his ass. It's a pretty terrible free agency period, to be completely honest with you. Nothing. There is not one thing here that will upgrade my team. Phenomenal. We're going back, check some out here. Oh, yeah, we're good for kicker and punter. Just to make sure we're good on all fronts. Let's just get to the draft where we can add some playmakers, hopefully, for our roster here. So Kevin Zeitler told us to go fuck ourselves because the Miami Dolphins are paying out the ass. We didn't even get Bruce Gaston. Striking out twice. So rather than, fucking up, let's just get right to the draft, baby. And where we went with the draft, look at this. We had the number 1 overall pick. And when I was thinking, I was like, what can we get we trade this? This is the number 1 overall pick. We should get some ammunition. What we got was an offer from the Cleveland Browns. 3 first-round picks. They must be in love with a quarterback or something here at number 1. So I will certainly take that. 2 first-rounders this year and another first-rounder next year. We are looking nice. So the draft recap here in year number 1 with the 4th pick. In the first round, we got the left tackle Ryan Ramczyk from Wisconsin, superstar trait, baby, 78 overall. A lot of mock drafts have in real life going to the Denver Broncos at the left tackle spot. He's a monster, 78. Then at 19, the highest overall tight end I've ever got. Why not make it O.J. Howard? He's a beast. He's an absolute animal. Can't wait to see. Only has a normal trait. Doesn't have the superstar. We didn't hit a flawless prospect, but he's looking nice. Then we got Deion Dawkins, the right guard from Temple, with the superstar trait. For some reason, he already has low confidence. I don't necessarily know why that's like that. And then third round, we got Cooper Kupp from Eastern Washington again. Guy with really low confidence, but hitting on 71 in the third round is not too bad. And a very solid draft class for us to open up the season, addressing a lot of needs. But says Simeon kind of sucked. Let's see what happens with Paxton Lynch as our starting quarterback. We'll give him an opportunity, and then we have a couple first-round picks next year that hopefully we can look at addressing the quarterback spot if Mr. Paxton Lynch is not the option. So Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, and Cooper Kupp as our wide receivers. O.J. Howard as the tight end. That is plenty of targets for Paxton Lynch to get his job done. Our offensive line is still a work in progress. Paradis almost a 90 overall at the center position. We'll have Deion Dawkins starting here at right guard. Hopefully he can develop a little bit. Oku's sliding from left tackle to right tackle. And the defense pretty much remains the same. I have shit all here at defensive tackle. That is not great at all. No real good nose tackle. Real life prospects, I don't even think there's a great nose tackle for the next couple of years, to be completely honest with you. There's a couple of serviceable guys, but I don't see a franchise nose tackle in college football that's available right now. Until year 3 is going to be the big one, when guys like Ed Oliver, Rashawn Gary can come out. Dexter Lawrence. Our secondary is still fairly strong. Chris Harris 95, Talib with the 91. Our safeties are decent enough. Hopefully they can. They're gonna have to be in coverage a little bit because I don't think we're gonna get a lot of pass rush outside of Von Miller here. So we're 1-6, even worse than where we are at the beginning of year number 1. Now we're in year number 2. Same shit, different year. Let's take a look at the stats and see how bad Paxton Lynch is phoning it in for us here in this rebuild. 23rd in the NFL in passing touchdowns, 1,600 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. Very similar to what we have with Trevor Siemian. So maybe these quarterbacks both have already kind of plateaued. I mean, I was pretty high on Paxton Lynch a couple years ago. Well, it's literally 2 years ago when he was coming out of the draft. But I don't know if he's going to be the answer here in Denver. 461 yards, no touchdowns from C.J. Anderson. 35 receptions, 386 and 0 for Emmanuel Sanders. 405 and 3 from Demaryius Thomas. Almost 302 from O.J. Howard. And Cooper Kupp having a nice rookie season for a 71 overall, 27 receptions, 330 and 4 touchdowns to his name. There we go, getting some production right away. Even though it's not a lot of production, kind of falls on the shoulders of the quarterback right now and a developing offensive line. Peeping on the defensive side, Brandon Marshall once again leading the team at the halfway point with 67 total tackles. On the sacks front, Von Miller, the $100 million man, only 2 sacks to his name, but not a lot of sacks to go around as Shane Ray leads the team with 4. And for the interceptions, these numbers look a little bit better. 4 picks already for Chris Harris, 2 for Brandon Marshall, 2 for TJ Ward, and 2 for Bradley Roby. As we go to the playoffs here, I mean, playoff votes are pretty much out the window. 3-13, bottom dwellers once again in back-to-back years in the AFC West. Very, very frustrating here, as I think we're going to have to address the quarterback spot here in the upcoming draft with our mass amounts of ammunitions. 3,600, almost 3,700 passing yards for Paxton Lynch, 21 touchdowns, 13 picks. So not as productive as Simeon, but neither one were really to write home about. I'm kind of unfortunate that no one wants to offer anything for these guys. Probably just got to stay on the roster. C.J. Anderson just eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark with 5 touchdowns. Booker with 10 touchdowns as a depth guy. O.J. Howard, the rookie tight end, leading the team with 72 receptions, 600 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Demaryius, 71, 1,006. Emmanuel Sanders with 740 yards, no touchdowns. And rookie Cooper Kupp, big year from him as the slot wide receiver with 835 yards and 8 touchdowns. Big year for the rookie. He might have himself a Rookie of the Year award. Brandon Marshall once again leading the team with 155 tackles, 117 for the safety. TJ Ward on the sacks front. Oh my, Von Miller, what the fuck? 6.5 sacks for Von Miller. I paid you $107 million. I expect minimum 12 sacks a year. Jesus Christ, come on, bruh. Chris Harris leading the team with 5 interceptions, 3 from Roby, 3 from Marshall. 2 from Marshall. I guess I can't read tonight. 2 from Von Miller. And a couple guys had 1 to their names. We take a quick look here at the year-end awards, where I don't think we'll be featured too heavy outside of the rookies, as Aaron Rodgers gets himself an MVP award. What else is new? Out of all the rebuilds I've done, he's won it probably 80% of the time. For Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC, Ben Roethlisberger got that award. We have no one. Defensive Player of the Year, we have no one. For Offensive Rookie of the Year, Cooper Kupp got robbed, baby. He got absolutely robbed. Should have got it. O.J. Howard coming number 8. Seeing both our rookies get that is very encouraging. On the defensive side of the ball, all right, Branch Roberts. Great name. All right, named after a stick. Phenomenal. I think we're going to have too many people outside of this here, people. Maybe linebacker. Maybe Brandon Marshall's a shot at making linebacker, but outside of that, I don't think we'll see a member of the Denver Broncos at any of these awards. Nope. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Brandon Marshall, number 5 for a linebacker, which is fairly good for him. Maybe actually defensive back. Yeah, Chris Harris, number 10. He had 5 picks, so would have been kind of upset if he didn't make that. So at the year 2 playoffs, the Houston Texans go over the Oakland Raiders 37-31, and the Washington Redskins beat the Green Bay Packers 24-21. Kirk Cousins got some juice left. This sets up a Texans-Redskins Super Bowl where... Come on, don't let the Redskins win. Ah, gross. The Washington Redskins. That name is clearly racist. Beat the Houston Texans 34-31. So let's go to free agency here in year number 2. First year free agency, one of the worst free agency periods I've ever seen. Year 2, I mean, there's interesting options here. Jordan Matthews, 26 years old. I mean, Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders are getting up there in age, but I don't want to overpay for wide receivers here. Gabe Jackson on the offensive line wouldn't be bad, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. We need a nose tackle hard. Come on, C4. Pay attention, bud, and get yourself a nose tackle, as every other position looks fairly shit. Again, back-to-back free agency periods with nothing there. Usually it does take till year 3 until there's some juicy, yummy prospects, but has been pretty AIDS for the first 2 years here. But we have a bunch of first-round picks, so now is where we reload. Here's a quick look at before I edit. This may be the best draft class I ever had. I've tweeted it a couple times. This is my first great quarterback prospect where, you know, people always tweet me. They got an 84, 85 overall. I got my first one at the quarterback spot. We got a 79 overall guy, 75 overall. In the second round, 3rd pick, we got Llewellyn Griggs, who we're going to edit. Slow development trait, but still a 76 overall. We got a normal 79 overall linebacker. Didn't attend the combine. Superstar right tackle. Fucking guessed on that guy. Didn't even scout him. Just a fucking guess. Got a superstar right tackle. So, best draft class. We're going to edit up here. Make some nice, great, appealing prospects for you guys to watch as we reload here from year 1. So now these prospects are available. So we now have Josh Rosen from UCLA. People caroled him as the next Peyton Manning. He will be leading our front line here. The time for Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch is done. We got Tyquan Lewis, the talented edge rusher from Ohio State. Staying with Ohio State, we got Billy Price, right guard. Need to keep beefing up that offensive line. Butchered it on this guy. Needed a nose tackle. Got my worst pick. This is probably the biggest position in need. We got Arden Key, the outside linebacker from LSU. We got Cameron Smith, the talented linebacker from USC. We got Jamarco Jones, right tackle from Ohio State. So a lot of notable names really went up to the Ohio State players. Got 3 Ohio State men on our team here now. But definitely, this is going to be the year that it really will set us up for the rest of this rebuild. As you know, as we can't really rely on free agency. As the last couple of years I said, there's not a lot of playmakers for us to really go and grab. So here's our depth chart as we head into year number 3 with Josh Rosen leading the charge with an 84 overall. This, I don't know, maybe someone can go back in history, but I think this is the highest overall quarterback we have gotten. We got C.J. Anderson still an 86 running back. Andy Janovich, 82 overall fullback. Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders aren't getting any younger, but hopefully they can still hold on for a little bit. That's Cooper Kupp, who had a big year. 75 overall. O.J. Howard up to an 82. He's a monster. Ramchick, offensive line. We got Ramchick, Max Garcia from Florida. Matt Paradis at center. Right guard is going to be Deion Dawkins. Actually, we probably... Sorry for my Florida guy here, but Billy Price, the rookie at 75. Let's get him in the starting lineup, and hopefully he can get some XP and grow into the low 80s. And we got Kuhn here, but I think, you know, he's going to be a cap cow cut in a couple of years. And by a couple of years, I mean hopefully his next coming season, so we'll get Jamarco Jones starting. And then we got a lot of rookies. Still have no one at defensive tackle. Oh, it's terrible. We got Von Miller still in 99. Middle linebackers, Brandon Marshall. Hey, come on, go back there. Make Cameron Smith. Get him in there. Sorry, Todd Davis, but Cameron Smith is going to start. Then we have Shane Ray's the other outside linebacker. Let's get Arden Key in here for some depth. I think Shane Ray's contract is upcoming, so now having Arden Key there could provide us some flexibility. We get Harrison to leave. Our secondary still pretty much remains the same as Ward's gone, so Justin Simmons is stepping in as the new free safety. Or strong safety, my apologies. So at the halfway point of year number 3, 4-3. I mean, not amazing, but we're still in the hunt for the AFC West, and at least we're not bottom dwellers once again. Let's take a look at the stats. as Mr. Josh Rosen, almost 2,100 passing yards, 16 touchdowns, and 6 picks, which is not too far off from Paxton Lynch's final season stats last year. C.J. Anderson, 467 and 2. Not bad. Marius Thomas, 41 receptions, 569 and 2. We got Emmanuel Sanders, almost 400 yards and 2. And Cooper Kupp, once again, remaining to be a monster for us, 566 and 6 for the 75 overall slot wide receiver out of Eastern Washington. Only 264 and 1 from O.J. Howard. So hopefully Rosen starts targeting O.J. Howard a little bit. Brandon Marshall leading the team with 61 tackles as is usual. There we go. Looks like Von Miller's finally starting to have a productive season. The $100 million man with 6.5 sacks here at the halfway point. And 4 sacks for the rookie Tyquan Lewis. For interceptions, 3 from Talib, 3 from Chris Harris, 2 from Brandon Marshall, 2 from Darian Stewart, and 1 from Jay Evans. Whoever the fuck that is. Let's simulate to the playoffs here, number 3. And we did it! With the rookie quarterback Josh Rosen. We've had some tremendous success here in year 2, or season 2, whatever the fuck you want to call it, realistic rebuilds, with our rookie quarterbacks day 1. Let's see, AFC West, top the leaders. Offense not great, pretty much middle of the park in what is regarded as one of the top divisions in football. Defense stepped it up a little bit here. Let's take a quick look at the stats and see who did what. Look at that. Josh Rosen, 4,700 passing yards, 33 touchdowns, 15 picks. Interceptions are a little bit high, but you kind of expect that for a rookie quarterback in the coming years, unless we go and get ourselves a Super Bowl this year. We should be able to get that down, cut down a little bit. C.J. Anderson, 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns, 11 touchdowns from Dante Booker. So our running backs definitely effective enough for my liking, especially for how much we aired the ball. 101 receptions, 1,300 yards, and 9 touchdowns from Demarius Thomas. 95 receptions, almost 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns from Sanders. Over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns from Cooper Kupp. Almost 645 and 3 touchdowns for O.J. Howard. So finally, our offensive weapons are putting it all together. All it took was Josh Rosen. 130 tackles from Brandon Marshall, 118 from Von Miller. Finally, Von Miller producing like a $100 million man. 118 tackles, 15.5 sacks, and 2 picks for Von Miller. He might have himself a Defensive Player of the Year award. Chris Harris had 5 picks, 4 picks from Brandon Marshall, 3 from Talib, 2 from Von, as we just mentioned, and 2 from Darian Stewart. And let's take a quick gamble here at the awards. Before we go to the playoffs, it looks like we have a first-round bye as well. Very nice. MVP went to Aaron Rodgers. And Josh Rosen, as a rookie quarterback, came in at number 9. Our best QB prospect to date, finally balling out for us. As Gary Kubiak came in runner-up for Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Rosen, coming in at number 4. Defensive Player of the Year went to Mr. Von Miller with Brandon Marshall, 1 and 2. Can't remember a time we've had number 1 and number 2 in the defensive category or even the offensive category. So there, our defense is balling out for us. Offensive Rookie of the Year clearly was going to go to Josh Rosen. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Cam Smith and Tyquan Lewis, 4 and 5 respectively. I'll take that. And Leon Gunn, or Lilion, that's a terrible name. That's a girl's name. Came in man on the short list. Josh Rosen came at number 3 for best QB in the AFC. No one for running. Oh, C.J. Anderson, number 10, running back, finally getting some love. Best wide receiver. Demarius Thomas came at number 4. Wouldn't be surprised to see. We might have 3 guys that made this. Oh, Cooper Kupp at number 10. Showing some shade here at Emmanuel Sanders. Matt Paradis, number 2 offensive lineman. One of the best centers in the game right now. No one on the defensive line. Von Miller, one best linebacker. Brandon Marshall, number 2 for linebacker, as is the official Defensive Rookie of the Year voting. And Chris Harris came at number 3. So not bad. Our defense showed up as we get ready for a divisional playoff against the 11 and 5 San Diego Chargers at the Sports Authority Field at Mile High Stadium. Divisional rivalry, that's how you want it. Open this up against the Chargers, both 11 and 5, to find out what the best 11 and 5 AFC West team is. Let's see what we can do here as they open up and get a touchdown there. This is, might be Phillip Rivers, one of his last opportunities. So they're going to be trying their ever hardest. The San Diego, look, the San Diego Chargers. Even Madden doesn't want to update it, so they show from LA. So here we go. Let's see how Josh Rosen handles here in this offense. Dropping back. Ooh, all right, fine. Got good throw on the run. That's a touchdown. Oh, it's not. Josh Rosen knows me. He's going to set us up with his first drive. We're going to go on the 1 and hit up a C4 special. Let's warm up to our kind of play style here. Let's get C.J. Anderson on the outside for a nice little easy opening drive touchdown to equalize and make this a 7-7 ball game. Come on. Maybe throw it to the outside. Get solid blocking. Not bad. A little bit of contact on the goal line, but a C4 special works all the less. The short bus, as we'll call it. Special needs, call it the short bus. Oh, some nice slang there. Oh, they turn the ball over. There's our defense that's making big plays for us all year long. I'd say our defense almost matched our offense. This might be the most complete Broncos team since Peyton Manning was donning an orange jersey. Let's go C4 special once again. Great blocking, especially by the wide receiver there as we get in. Too easy. 14-7. Can't turn the ball over on Broncos, baby. We're going to make you pay, especially at home in this high fucking, whatever the fuck they say you have there, high altitude. Hard to breathe. These guys are getting tired. They're tired of making mental mistakes. Too many turnovers. So 38 seconds left here in the first half. Trying to get at least in field goal range so we connect and make a long field goal. Oh, great patience. Hits Demarius Thomas. Oh, he's gone. Too bad. So sad. Was that Tim Tebow that just threw that ball? Are we playing the Pittsburgh Steelers right now? As Demarius Thomas waltzes in. Very clutch touchdown to get a full touchdown lead before the end of the first half. 69 yards because he likes to fuck. Let's get it. Third down. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's go. 14. All right, a little bit of a collapse there, but we're still up by 3. In phenomenal position here to score. Scrambling at the pocket. I'm really liking the throw on the run here from Josh Rosen. Fairly underrated as we hit. Who is that? Is that O.J. Howard? Ooh, O.J. Howard takes a fucking selfie as we go up 31-21, and then they get a touchdown. But that is still too little, too late for the San Diego Chargers. So we're moving on to the AFC Championship. Let's get it. Cause I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. I'm so good. I'm sick of this shit. We're taking on the 11-5 Miami Dolphins. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend some XP. 40,000 to be exact for Josh Rosen. I want my strongest team forward here. We've won 2 straight Super Bowls in the 2 Season 2 rebuilds. This is not gonna end. This streak is not gonna end with the Denver Broncos when I have my best QB prospect available. So let's get in the Super Bowl year 1. He's up to a 93 overall, ladies and gentlemen. 93. He's a rookie. That's unheard of. No one's ever done that. They don't do this. They don't teach you this in Madden school. So let's see what we can do. Opening drive. 37-yard line, 3rd and 2. Could probably test it here with a C4 special. Let's go on the arm of our 93 overall quarterback. We got some weapons. We got every guy that's out here right now as available receiver is a weapon. Let's just check down O.J. Howard. He's a monster. Get it, get it, get it. 2 for 2, 29 yards. Fucking perfect. All right, 3rd down alert. Struggle a little bit here. Miami defense playing us tough. They're really going for Adam Gase here, but Adam Gase does not have an answer for Josh Rosen. I guarantee it. We get a little bit of glitch. Hit X. There we go. Demarius Thomas. We could have. That was a little bit sooner. We had a little bit better timing. He's still a rookie quarterback. Still trying to develop that prime chemistry with the wide receivers. We probably could have had that for a touchdown. But it's all good nonetheless as we are in the red zone with a fresh set of downs. We get it. All right. We get absolutely destroyed by a guy whose last name is Ham. Not the good Ham, not like John Hamm, the actor from Mad Men. Just Ham. You know, the meat. Great. Pork. All right, 2nd and 18. John back. Try to go to O.J. Howard. Who we hit? Oh, truck this guy over. Oh, he fights and gets his way for a first down. Great effort from O.J. Howard. He wants this. He's a young player. Hasn't been in the league a whole lot. Doesn't know a lot about failure. Doesn't want to taste it. Doesn't even want to. Doesn't want that opportunity. He wants to get this. He wants to get CU4 out of here with a quick rebuild so we can jump right on to the Arizona Cardinals and finish this shit up. So CU4 special. C.J. Anderson as he stumbles a little bit, but still, this play is foolproof. We call the short bus. He walks right in. He drives right in. Does a I don't know. That's a ridiculous looking dance right there. As we get 7 on the board, the 7-0 ball game. I guess we probably could have checked out the Dolphins to see what their strengths and weaknesses are. I'm gonna guess it's their defense. We all know Ryan Tannehill ain't shit. We have a nice even play calling here. 10 passes, 10 rushing attempts. All right, we start probably use the deep threat here. Demarius Thomas, he's a burner. Oh, right in the middle. O.J. Howard again. This guy is a monster. Coming with the big-time reception, getting us all the way up to the 15-yard line right inside of the red zone. 6 of 11, 106 yards for the young quarterback, Josh Rosen. He's not done. We already had success with Josh Rosen when used him in the Kansas City Chiefs rebuild. I think we got ourselves a Super Bowl in that one. So let's see if we can get repeat Super Bowls using Rosen as a draft prospect. Drop him back. Oh my God, he Michael Vicks it! Throws in the opposite direction, hits Emmanuel Sanders for the touchdown. He's Michael Vicked it from Madden 04. Who does that? No one does that shit anymore. Let's get it. That might be one of my favorite touchdown passes ever. Let's see if he... Oh, they're not going to fucking show the throw. Give a shit about the catch. Oh, Michael Vicks it. Runs in one direction, throws it across his body. Just seamlessly. As we get another touchdown here. 14-7 ball game. Miami trying to score here. They get and able to tie up here before the end of the first half. And here we go. Look at this. Not going to give us any moments to play. The downfall of playing this style of rebuild. They get a field goal. Hey, we're in the red zone, though. Let's get it. Worst case scenario, no turnovers. Worst case scenario, we get a tie. Let's get that touchdown. And go up by 4. Why? Boom. Cooper Kupp. Wide open. That's that phenomenal route running. Even though he's only 75 overall, playing much higher than that rating suggests for us here and throughout the sim. As we go up 21-17 to the fourth quarter here, as Miami just fucking walks their way downfield. Our defense is coming up short. $100 million man is not rallying the troops here. They're falling. Oh, jeez. Crap. Oh, shit. I don't know what that was. An interception or something? We have an opportunity. 28-31. Ugh. Just not enough. Missing out in the Super Bowl in the first year here with Josh Rosen. Pretty disappointing, I think. I think we deserve to win that game. But sometimes the sim works in your favor. Other times it gives you the middle finger. It tells you to go fuck yourself. So we already saw we lost that game to Miami. And the Saints go over the Green Bay Packers. Setting up a Saints-Dolphins Super Bowl. Who gives a fuck about that as the Saints win? I think that might be... This might be Drew Brees' final... There they go. Drew Brees is wrapping it up. I don't even think he's on the Chargers? The fuck? Alright, whatever. So, take a look at free agents here. This is usually the big period. As you see, some got big names up here. Jay Crowder. Jay Jai. Couple names. Zach Martin. He's coming to popular names. Seems to always go to free agency. There we go. We need a nose tackle. We'll get Jordan Phillips from the Miami Dolphins. You can't beat him, join him. Let's sign him up. Bud Dupree. We're pretty much solid here at linebacker. I think, obviously, Shane Ray's there, but I do want to move Arden Key and give him a starting gig. But Marcus Peters. How much does he... Oh, we have no cap room at all. Was not paying attention to that. 0 cap room to sign Marcus Peters. That would have been nice if we could have, to pair him with Chris Harris and Aqib Talib, but unfortunately it's not going to work out that way for us. Damn it. Hopefully we have some cap next year, but maybe we might not even need that because we'll win a Super Bowl. We almost got to the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. 1 more year under his belt. He's going to be fine. So taking a look here at the draft recap. In year number 4, we got... What do we got? Najee Harris. There we go. There's a name we haven't used before. One of the top regarded high school running backs in real life. Going to Alabama. We got him. We got a superstar running back. I was like, what prospect haven't we used yet? That's a big name. Najee Harris. Let's get it. 79 overall. I know we still got, I don't know what CJ Anderson is. He's probably like 82, 83. We may have to give the rings to Najee Harris. Throw him into the fucking, throw him right to the Wolves. See what he can do. Sink or swim league, baby. See, like, there's a 5-point gap between them, but I want to get Harris in here right now running. He's a beast. Get him some XP. Plus, we shouldn't be a run-first team anyway. With a quarterback like Josh Rosen, our wide receivers are slipping. And somehow Cooper Kupp has not developed past the 75, which is pretty goddamn disappointing, to be honest with you. O.J. Howard up to an 84. Here's our offensive line, which is still a work in progress, but they're very young. They're playing together. They got good chemistry. That's a pretty big jump from Deion Dawkins, actually. That's a 4-point jump. He's the only guy that seemed to grow on our offensive line. Defensive line, Tyquan Lewis. Again, another guy just failed to grow. We now have Jordan Phillips. Finally have ourselves a nose tackle. Von Miller still sitting at a pretty 99 overall. Our linebackers are very much on point. Arden Key taking over for Shane Ray for the starting right outside linebacker gig. Chris Harris. Talib is getting old, but he's still hanging in there with an 85. Stewart's getting old. Everyone here in the secondary, like I said, there's a very small window. These guys are still holding on as we're 2-5 right now in the AFC West. Go from like 1 game away from the Super Bowl to bottom dwellers in the AFC West. What in the fuck is going on? Not Josh Rosen. He's second in the league with 18 passing touchdowns, 2,200 yards. Ooh. All right, the interceptions are pretty fucking high. 14 picks at this given point. It's kind of not acceptable. Najee Harris, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. 2 fumbles already. That's kind of also not acceptable, to be honest with you. Cooper Kupp, Mr. 75, Mr. I Can't Develop, having a beast here right now. 45 receptions, 615 and 4. Sanders, 467 and 4. Demarius, 403. OJ, 404. So these guys are producing. We're having a goddamn air raid. Are we Baylor, Texas Tech right now, ladies and gentlemen? Defensive side of the ball. Brandon Marshall leading the team at the halfway point with 58 total tackles. You got 4 sacks from Tyquan Lewis, 3 from Arden Key. Interception front, 2 from Arden Key, 2 from Aqib Talib. Old man Talib still producing. Does not look like we should fucking be able to turn this around. 2-5. We got 6-10. So 1 year away from winning the Super Bowl. Almost winning the Super Bowl. 6-10 bottom dwellers in the AFC West. Well, like I said, I had a gut feeling that there's a very small window with these defensive guys who are in their prime at the beginning, and as we go longer, they're getting old. Josh Rosen finished the season with 4,700 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, 21 picks. Again, the interception is pretty goddamn high. He's 91 overall. I expect much better from my young quarterback. Najee Harris, 864 and 6. Again, not that great. 6 fumbles. Come on. You're the phenom. You're the next big phenom running back. You're the next Leonard Fournette. Expect better. Cooper Kupp, 77 receptions, almost 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns for him. Sanders, 832 and 5. O.J. Howard had a beast here, 955 and 9. Demaryius Thomas, almost 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns. So it was an air raid, but I guess our defense and run game was, and obviously the turnovers from Josh Rosen aren't helping us at all. This is the downgrade of our defense, but I think we're going to have a decent amount of money here trying to reload for our final boomer bust year in year number 5. Brandon Marshall, once again, 4 straight years leading the team with 129 tackles. 111 from Von Miller, 100 from Justin Simmons. We got 11.5 sacks from Von Miller, 10 sacks from Tyquan Lewis. And then what do we got for the interceptions category? Come on, C4, hurry up. Were you just marvelized by fucking Von Miller's 4 eyes? 5 picks from Aqib Talib, 2 from Key, 2 from Chris Harris, and 3 guys tied with 1. Let's take a quick look here at the year-end awards. I don't know why. I don't really feel like doing this right now, because I'm pretty bummed out that we missed out on Super Bowl. Josh Rosen came up number 7 for the MVP, even with all those interceptions. Everyone is still looking at him with rose-colored glasses. All right, this guy won Coach of the Year. Go fuck yourself, this guy. We got the Dougler, number 2. I knew you could do it, Doug. I knew you could do it. Offensive Player of the Year went to Baldy McFuckface on the Houston Texans. Defensive Player of the Year went to Khalil Mack. We had no one. I don't think we're going to have anyone on this shit. We had Najee Harris came number 4 with his 6 fumbles. Trey DeGear. Who the fuck that is? Oh, Baldy McFuckface, top quarterback. Josh Rosen number 4, even with all those picks. I don't think we're going to have too much more out of this. Demaryius Thomas came at number 7 for the wide receivers. That's racist. I thought Cooper Kupp had a better year. No offensive lineman. No defensive lineman. Maybe a linebacker. Von Miller coming at number 3. Does Brandon Marshall have a shot? Oh, unfortunately not. Key to lead number 5 for defensive backs. Alright, could have been worse. So look at the Super Bowl or playoff matchups here in year number 4. Houston Texans body the Oakland Raiders 45-14. Atlanta Falcons go over the Seattle Seahawks 38-26. Set up at Texans Falcons Super Bowl. Really offense versus defensive matchup where the Atlanta Falcons Matty Ice finally gets themselves a Super Bowl here. As we go for the boomer bust year. This is it. We need to go. We got $52 million of cap. We have Najee Harris. We probably could look at Jordan Howard, but let's see if we can roll with Najee Harris for now. We'll get this guy 2 first names. All right, wide receiver. We need them. No more Sanders. No more Demaryius. Let's get Tyreek Hill. Let's get the burner from Kansas City. He can make some plays. Malcolm Mitchell. How about we fuck it? Let's steal this guy from the Patriots. Hopefully he's not another Bill Belichick guy that's only good in New England. Even though he's a Georgia Bulldog. Yeah. All right, we need corners. We need 2 corners. So let's get Artie Burns, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought Deion Jones there, but I don't think we need another middle linebacker. So let's get Artie Burns to pair with Chris Harris. Eli Apple's from the Giants, so I mean, he can go fuck himself. So we'll get Xavier Howard, formerly of the Miami Dolphins. We need to say, Keanu O'Neal. Let's get the Florida Gator. Goes up to a 95. Sure thing, we'll buy you. Josh Lambo, sure. Monty, you get a car. You get a car. We're hitting with the Oprah Winfrey right now. Let's get it. Hey, we got most of those guys. We got Malcolm Mitchell. We got Artie Burns, Matt Bosher, Keanu O'Neal, Josh Lambo, Xavier Howard, and Tyreek Hill. So that is a reload right here as we enter a boom or bust period for the Denver Broncos. As we enter year 5 here in the rebuild, we're 2 for 2 right now in season 2 for Super Bowls. As I stated earlier in the video, this is not going to be the beginning of the end. Let's go to the draft here. Usually we have a pretty shit draft here in year number 5. Let's see what we got. Come on, let's take a kick and a half. So in number 6, we got a corner named Marquise Holcomb, 76 overall, not bad. Free safety in the 3rd round, 71. And a left guard, 70 overall in the 6th round. So not a terrible draft. What is this guy? Ooh, slow development XP. But then again, we only got 1 year, so he's going to be depth. That's all he's going to be. So we're going to sim to the regular season, take a quick look at our depth chart for our final playoff push here. We have Josh Rosen up to a 93 overall. Najee Harris, 81. He's a, kind of chill out with the fumbles there a little bit. Wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, Malcolm Mitchell. Cooper Kupp, still at a 75. This guy will not fucking develop to save his life. He's been fucking going off for us. Jesus, come on, Cooper Kupp. Offensive line, look at all these guys, not developing, still staying with their same overalls. Paradis regressed. Deion Dawkins, same as last year. Jamarco Jones went from a 78 up to an 80, which is decent. Derek Wolf's getting up there in age. Tyquan Lewis staying at a 79, just doesn't want to develop at all. We got Phillips there at nose tackle. Von Miller regressing finally from a 99 down to a 97. Middle linebacker still fairly strong here with Cameron Smith and Brandon Marshall. Arden Key staying at a 79. Chris Harris, 89. Artie Burns, Xavier Howard. We got our rookie, Holcomb. We got safety, Darian Stewart. And then we got 95 overall, our big free agency signing, Keon O'Neal from the University of Florida at a 95. So let's jump right to the playoffs here. Boom or bust, baby. What are we going to get? 9-7. Oh, shit. All right, 9-7. Tied for the lead in the AFC West with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the fucking anticipation is killing me. Do we make the playoffs or not, C4? Josh Rosen, 4,200 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 11 picks, leading the league in passing touchdowns. Big year from Josh Rosen, as he has been. He was proven. And the interception is kind of high, but he's proven to be one of the top quarterbacks we've ever drafted here in a realistic rebuild. Just shy of 1,000 total yards for Najee Harris and 8 touchdowns to his name. Malcolm Mitchell, 84 receptions, 715 and 8. O.J. Howard, 842 and 7. Tyreek Hill, 1,100 yards and 11 touchdowns. And Cooper Kupp, Mr. I'm not going to develop, past the 75 with 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. So solid production there, as the touchdown number is very high for our league-leading passing touchdown quarterback. On the defense side of the ball, Brandon Marshall, once again, 5 straight years leading the team with 146 tackles, 106 from Cam Smith. Down year from Von Miller. So, did not struggle getting pressure on the quarterback. 7.5 for Lewis, 6.5 from Von Miller. Interception, 6 picks from Brandon Marshall. He might win Defensive Player of the Year. 4 picks, Chris Harris. 4 picks, Keon O'Neal, and a bunch of other guys with 1 pick. We're going to take a look here at the awards. We don't even know if we made the fucking playoffs yet. Come on, C4. Anticipation is killing me. Kurt Schilling's brother won the MVP with Josh Rosen coming at number 5. Coach of the Year, Gary Kubiak coming at number 10. Offensive Player of the Year went to Mariota. Rosen coming at number 4. Leading the fucking league in touchdowns. Doesn't get it. Brandon Marshall got himself a Defensive Player of the Year award. I can take a knee on that one. No one for Offensive Rookie. No one for Defensive Rookie. Best QB. Oh, there we go. Josh Rosen, number 2 for Best Quarterback. Best Running Back. No love for Najee Harris. Tyreek Hill, number 4 wide receiver. There you go. You go, girl. No one for offensive line. Defensive line. Brandon Marshall, best linebacker, as expected. I mean, probably Chris Harris for defensive backs, if I was guessing. Chris Harris and Keon O'Neal, 9 and 8 for defensive backs. Good on ya. Very impressed. So, the anticipation. Did we make the playoffs or not? I assume you can tell by my attitude that we did, as we're in the wild card. There you go. What a perfect wild card matchup. See who the best is truly in the AFC West, taking on the 9-7 Broncos against the 9-7 Chiefs. Let's get it on. So the Chiefs open up with a touchdown on their opening drive. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, 10-0 hole. Perfect. We can work with that. 3rd down alert on the 26-yard line. 3rd and 2. Let's hit him with a run play here. Let's see what Najee Harris really feels like here in this offense. Let's go. Even though the green box, the Madden box is telling us to run the other way. Don't tell me what to do, Madden. Get back in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Oh, we should have listened to him. Should be able to get a field goal here, though. Have Josh Lambo straight out there and get us a 3-point to bring it to a touchdown game. There we go. Best field goal kicker on YouTube. Boom. Got him. 10-3. 4 hours later. Still 10-3 ball game. Thank you for coming back here. All right, we got the punt, 2-minute drill. Let's get this game equalized before the end of the half. So we got Tyreek Hill. We got a burner. We got a guy with, like, what? I don't know what his speed is. Probably 96, 97. Nothing. Absolutely shit. Offensive line still struggling there. I don't know if the offensive line is struggling, or maybe the Kansas City Chiefs just really have a good front 4 pass rush. Probably a little bit of both. All right, let's just dump off. Let's see what Najee Harris does with the ball in his hands. Throw the screen pass off here. Great run blocking. Oh, guy looks like fucking Bo Jackson. He's gone. Look at that ref. That ref got 95 speed keeping up with him. Go on, 67. There we go. Najee Harris takes it to the house. Playmaker. Absolute playmaker. Tied ball game at halftime. 10-12. I mean, it's still 49 seconds left. The sim could fuck us. Oh, it didn't. We got a touchdown. 17-10. Just like that. 14 points in the matter of 1 minute. 17-13. All right. We'll kick this field goal here. Show the sick field goal highlights. We'll go up 20-13. Maintaining that 7-point lead. That nice cushion. The smallest cushion you ever want. All right, 2020 ball game. 3rd down alert, 2nd and 2. You know what it is. Najee Harris. Ooh. Get that short bus. C4 special for the touchdown. Go up 27-20. Come on, D. Let's go, D. They still got Alex Smith, probably quarterback. I haven't been paying attention here. I have him do a field goal. Oh, come on. There we go. Suck it, Andy Reid, you walrus fuck. Get the big-time victory, proving that we are truly the top team in the AFC West. Last year was a fluke. Last year's failures were a fluke. We're back in the playoffs, baby. We want that Super Bowl. As we, oh Jesus, man, the Bills are going off. All right, so in the division round, we're taking on the 13-2-1 Buffalo Bills. How the fuck did their record get that good? And it's a snow game. Phenomenal. I mean, we are from Denver, but we do have that UCLA quarterback playing the snow. A little bit worried about that. Half my team probably has never seen a snow game. Let's get this. All right. Let's see, maybe we'll find out why the Bills are 13 wins. As we open up the opening drive with a safety. How do we know? Can we get further review of that? It's snow. It's hard to tell what the end zone is. Phenomenal start. Oh my god. All right, down 9-0. Excellent. All right, 12-0. Excellent. All right, 15-0. Phenomenal. Oh, 22-0. Excellent. There we go to the moment. We'll kick a great field goal. Best field goal kicker on YouTube to bring back 3 points. Who gives a fuck? Too little, too late, it's looking like. Oh, yeah, get more points. 29-3. We got a minute 20 to try to do something. Excellent. All right, Tyreek Hill, you got single man coverage. No safety help. For the love of God, I'm throwing to you either way. You have 95 speed. Make a fucking play. Ooh, oh, user catch. Let's get it. That catch straight up sent Stephon Gilmore from the Patriots back to the Bills. That's how bad that was. Bill Belichick just got him off the team. How do you get out-jumped by a guy that's 5'8"? All right, let's keep it rocking. Keep it rolling. O.J. Howard, throw it up. Oh, that's Cooper Kupp, actually. Come on, Cooper. 75 overall. Make a play, bruh. We need a touchdown. I mean, we need a touchdown. We need our defense. We need, like, I don't know what the fuck, man. This is going to be pretty much insurmountable. Oh, my Jesus Christ. We get pummeled. At least we see what the Bills are so good at. Everything. Already 2 interceptions on the day for Josh Rosen. Not his best start. But all we can do is get a touchdown, baby. Try to stay and see if the sim can help us out. OJ. There we go. Hit OJ the juice, man. Put up on the 8-yard line. 45 seconds and counting down. Let's go no huddle. Maybe Tyreek. Oh, that could have been a pick. Threw it so hard at Robert Blanton. That's not even Robert Blanton. Chris Hardwick. The guy that hosts that fucking night show. At midnight with Chris Hardwick. 3rd and 1. Come on, we can't settle for a field goal here, boys. OJ. There we go. OJ Howard works his way on the slant. They get a touchdown. A very much needed touchdown for the Denver Broncos here. Come on. Oh, yeah, there we go. No moments at all in the 3rd quarter. Well, you know, 36-13. It was only a matter of time. Let's just see if we can take this over here and have some. I hate that shit too with the Super Sim. Anytime you take over, chew the clock's on, regardless of what. It's stupid. Get that shit. Fix that for the next year's game. How's that not in the tweaks? They're too busy trying to fix fucking Ultimate Team than fixing the Super Sim. Come on. Don't they know I use the Super Sim? I'm a fairly influential Madden YouTuber, clearly with 33,000 subscribers, alright? Fix my shit. So that was a terrible throw on the right. I mean, this is just... Might as well start the outro here now, guys. This is just... we're going through the motions here, trying to make it look a little bit respectable. I'm surprised we didn't try to kick a field goal here to make it a 20-point game. Maybe we'll get a touchdown. Probably not. Let's just run with Najee Harris. There you go. I'll go fuck yourself. Alright, so that was a failed success. We're 2-1 though in this year, so I mean we're still looking alright. This is March Madness. We'd still be kind of content with how our bracket is laying out. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the realistic rebuilds of the Denver Broncos. We will be doing the Arizona Cardinals next week, and then we'll be taking a look at trying to redo the top 3 most requested. I guess you can put in the comment section what team you want to see, but I will be releasing a straw poll in the coming weeks for you guys to vote on all the failed rebuilds. I'll be doing the 3 most popular ones, retrying those again. But thank you guys for watching. As always, I don't know what we need. 350 likes would be cool on this video. If this is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I'm sorry I didn't get to trade Tom Brady this episode, but if you like this style of rebuild, thank you very much. You're a sweetheart. I'd let you fondle my balls, perhaps, if that was in your ballpark. But thank you guys for watching. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.